These are rings for all the Adventurer Token support cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Though Curse of Matire can only be played with the Hero's Awakening support skill, but I added it since it's still technically in the game. Please enjoy. Rite of Our Messiah. A normal spell card that states, if you control no Adventurer Token, special summon one Adventurer Token with the stats Fairy type, Earth Attribute, Level 4, Tails in Attack, Tails in Defense. Then if you do not control Faithful Adventurer, you can place one Faithful Adventurer from your deck face up in your spell or trap zone. You cannot activate the effects of monsters on the field. The turn you activate this card is to have special summon monsters. You can only activate one Rite of Our Messiah per turn. Faithful Adventure. A continuous spell card that states, once per turn, the first time a monster you control equipped with a equipped spell card will be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. You can only use each of the following effects of Faithful Adventure once per turn. During your main phase, you can add one monster that mentions Adventurer Token from your deck to your hand, then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. If a monster or monsters is no more special summoned, you can take one equipped spell card that mentions Adventurer Token from your deck and either add it to your hand or equip it to one Adventurer Token you control. Duel, the Noble Arms of Light. An equipped spell card that states, equip only to a monster you control. You can only control one Duel, the Noble Arms of Light. This equipped monster gains 500 attack points for each monster you control with a different name that mentions Adventurer Token. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Adventurer Token you control. Equip this card to that target. You can only use this effect of Duel, the Noble Arms of Light once per turn. Starlit Papillon. An equipped spell card that states, equip only to a monster you control. You can only control one Starlit Papillon. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack points for each monster you control with a different name that mentions the Adventurer Token. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Adventurer Token you control. Equip this card to that target. You can only use this effect of Starlit Papillon once per turn. Dracoback, the Rideable Dragon. An equipped spell card that states, equip only to a monster you control. You can only control one Dracoback the Rideable Dragon. You can only use each of the following effects of Dracoback the Rideable Dragon once per turn. While this card is equipped to a non-effective monster, you can target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Adventurer Token you control, equip this card to that target. Water Enchantress of the Temple. A water attribute level 3, 1500 attack, 1200 defense, spellcaster effect monster. Its effect states, if you control the Adventurer Token, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card from your hand or graveyard, add one Rite of Our Messiah from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If you control an Adventurer Token, you can place one field spell that mentions Adventurer Token from your deck face up in your field zone. You can only use each effect of Water Enchantress of the Temple once per turn. Celestial Apparatus Tessie. An Earth Attribute level 4, 1000 attack, 1000 defense, fairy effect monster. Its effect states, if you control an Adventurer Token, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can reveal one card in your hand that mentions an Adventurer Token. Add one spell that mentions an Adventurer Token from your deck to your hand, except a normal spell. You cannot special summon monsters a turn you activate this effect except the Adventurer Token, or monsters that mention it. You can only use each effect of Celestial Apparatus Tessie once per turn. Magic Core. Warrior of the Relics. A fire attribute level 4, 2300 attack, 1000 defense, warrior effect monster. Its effect states, cannot attack unless you control an Adventurer Token. You can only use each of the following effects of Magic Core, Warrior of the Relics once per turn. If you control an Adventurer Token, you can special summon this card from your hand. At the end of the battle phase, if your monster that mentions the Adventurer Token battled, you can set one trap that mentions Adventurer Token directly from your deck. Wandering Griffin Rider. A 1 attribute level 7, 2000 attack, 2800 defense, Winged Beast Effect Monster. Its effect states, during the main phase, if you control no monsters, or control an adventurer token, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated while you control an adventurer token, quick effect, you can shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, negate that activation, and if you do that, destroy that card. You can only use each effect of Wandering Griffin Rider once per turn. Illegal Knight. A Dark Attribute level 7 2000 attack, 2000 defense, Fiend Effect Monster. Its effect states, during the main phase, if you control no monsters, or control an adventurer token, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you control an adventurer token, quick effect, you can target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, give control of this card to your opponent, and if you do, return that card or cards to the hand. You can only use each effect of Illegal Knight once per turn. Thunder Discharge. A normal trap card that states, if you control an adventurer token, you can target one monster you control equipped with a equipped card that mentions the adventurer token. Destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible with attack points less than or equal to that monster. Then you can equip one equipped spell that mentions the adventurer token from your hand or graveyard to one monster you control. You can only activate one Thunder Discharge per turn. Breath of Resurrection. A normal trap card that states, if you control an adventurer token, special summon up to 2 monsters from your hand and or graveyard with different names, but banish them when they leave the field. Then you can equip one equipped spell that mentions adventurer token from your hand or graveyard to one monster you control. You can only activate one Breath of Resurrection per turn. Curse of Armatire. A continuous spell card that states, during your main phase, you can special summon an adventurer token with the stats Fairy type, Earth attribute, level 4, 2000 attack, 2000 defense to either field. Then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters during activate this effect except adventurer tokens and monsters that mention it. If a monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one adventurer token to either field. You can only use each effect of Curse of Armatire once per turn.